Good morning to one and all, and welcome to HR Summit 2015, presented to you by HR Milestone.
The moment we start looking at it as strength and courage to revolt, we start reacting to them and create a riot-like situation.
So, while I talk about HR analytics, please remember, we are moving much beyond measurement. It is not just about measuring something, but it is also about predicting, and not just, we are not going to stop at the level of prediction, we are also moving one step ahead. We are also going to prescribe what we are expected to do. So 3 aspects, starting with measurement, then we are moving into prediction, then we are moving into prescription. I will give you another illustration at a later stage. Rather, we should always ask the relevant stakeholders, what are your concerns, what kind of answers you are looking for, or how we can add value to you. So the major hypothesis, the theme for analysis, all of them are coming from our relevant HR business partners.
On one side we have potential, on one side we have performance, and the top 3 quadrant we call them premium, stretch and rising. Yeah? From potential standpoint, premium, stretch and rising, these are top talent, one category. The other one is people who are consistently good performers, meaning if you run once every 6 months, if you have your payroll cycle, your appraisal cycle, yeah, then what we do is we see how many, because otherwise the recency effect and other the biasness would come into picture. So we say consecutively in the last 3 quarters, last 3 cycles, meaning 1.5 year track record. Pull it out if somebody on a 5-point rating scale 4, or if you have color coding blue, red, green, amber, somebody who is at least a green, pull that list out of 10,000 odd people. Plot them against those 9 blocker. Identify top 3, premium, stretch and rising. We pull it and we say these 120, 180 people are your top performers. In very plain, simple language, these are your work horses. You can no longer afford to lose them. If they lose, directly there would be an impact on your. When I talk about analytics, in a company which is more like a family-run business, yeah, a mid-sized company, what we can do, how we can use common sense, specifically while we talk about our retaining top talent. First thing that we need to understand is, why do people leave? What could be the potential trigger which might compel an individual to look out for job externally?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Now, I personally do not know why all the organizers give me the afternoon session. When we hear of marketing, we normally hear of marketing in the context of a brand, a product or a service. One of the things that we as HR professionals should learn and understand is that we need to market ourselves by what we offer. As HR professionals, I'll tell you one thing. I mean, I know some HR professionals will hate what I'm now saying. Bulk of what we do in HR cannot be taught in a HR institute. Are you with me? Yes. People skills, you don't have to go to a labor relations institute to learn. People skills are intrinsically people skills. What is the biggest challenge in HR? Bringing H back in HR. Bringing the human element. As far as I'm concerned, there is one and only one Anand Pillai in the world. There never was one before. There never will be one after. So these guys say, no, you're getting arrogant. I said, no, I'm getting confident. I'm saying that for you to realize the golden truth. God has made each one of us as a first-class original. Don't die a second-grade copy.
Thank you for sharing. So I think the message for the younger ones could probably be, get an opportunity to work in a non-HR role. That will give you the exposure to either work in operations, finance, sales. Get your hands dirty. And if you're a little more senior, pick up projects that you will lead which are not HR projects. So CFOs today are leading Great Place to Work projects. Pick up a project which is not an HR project, maybe capital funding for your company. Say that I will be the leader, which means that you will have to learn new skills. I think going back to Anand's point about 40% of your work should be out of your comfort zone. So if you believe that your development area, as Sir was saying, is understanding business better, what is your plan, right?
So if this industry defaults at any point of time, it's us as Indian consumers and customers who will be hit the hardest. And therefore the survival of this industry is also equally critical. And this is what this industry goes through. Technology, environmental issues, regulatory issues, social issues. Ultimately, as HR, what are you responsible for? Are you doing your role of being the guardian of culture in the organization? What defines you, like what again Anand mentioned, what defines you and what defines us as an organization is how we come across. We push employees, in a sense, put some reverse pressure to ask them to say, please have a conversation with your manager and say, what skills do I need to move ahead? And these are all triggers from HR side to push people towards a particular style, a particular set of behaviors.
Okay, I'm driving you towards the future of HR 2K20. तुमने सूली पे लटकते जिसे देखा होगा, वक्त आएगा वही शख्स मसीहा होगा. Some efforts are required. मेहनत तो करनी पड़ेगी, ऐसे ही नहीं आ जाएगा. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.